and somebody sitting in front of Mike looked out the window and she said, "Oh my God, they're throwing guitars outside." And sure enough, our guitars were thrown around, and mine was really badly damaged, a Taylor, but just like this one. And so I tried to get the airline to take responsibility for about 9 months, and they wouldn't do it. And finally I heard from this woman named Miss Earlwig. Miss Earlwig said, "We're not responsible for the damage to your guitar because you didn't open a claim within 24 hours, Mr. Carroll. And that's the way it's going to be." So I said, "Miss Earlwig, I can sue you, but I'm a musician, so I got other tools at my disposal." And so I said, "I'm going to write not just one, but 3 songs about my experience with United. I'm going to make music videos for all 3. I'm going to post them on YouTube. I'm going to try and get 1 million hits in the next year with all 3 videos combined." And I'm not sure if she believed me or not, but she never did respond. I said, in closing, "It's okay, you don't have to respond. As you promised you wouldn't. I will keep you tabbed on the progress. And when the first video goes up, we can watch it together and get to 1 million that much quicker." On July 6, 2009, we posted the video, and like I said, I was trying to get 1 million hits in a year with all 3 videos, and 4 days later, I hit 1 million. These are very early days in social media, so this story, the first video sits at nearly 13 million hits now, and the other 2 are chugging away, not the workhorse that first one is, but altogether they say about 150 million people have heard this story around the world. And I've been around the world now because it's blossomed into a speaking career, so I travel all over the place, like I said, in Siberia, and the big message for me is that we're all connected. You and I and everybody in the world have a universal fundamental connection with one another, and we sometimes forget that. And I had this great experience in Australia where I was driving to Bondi Beach in a taxi because I was told, "Go to Bondi Beach if you got a few hours left," and I only had an afternoon left before I had to come home. So there's this great big guy in this little tiny taxi, and I started talking to him, and he had this really thick Eastern European accent. I asked him where he was from, and he says, "You must guess, my friend." I said, "Yugoslavia." "No." And so it turns out he was from Romania. And he says, "I'm from Romania." And he says, "I'm a political refugee. I used to live there and work in the Navy." And so he's got all this great experience, and he knows a lot about world politics. And we're driving around, and all of a sudden he just says, "My friend, there are no social movements without money. But sometimes you get lucky like the man from United." I said, "What did you just say?" He says, "My friend, you wouldn't know, but there's a man from Halifax, Canada, who wrote the song called United Breaks the Dust." So when I told him he just about killed us, he drove to the side of the road and parked the car right away, and he grabbed his cell phone for some reason. He's like, "I can't believe it! The man from United is in my cab. I might tell my wife, I tell everyone about you all the time." So this song actually did incredible things. It was the #1 music video in the world on YouTube for a whole month. And it was the #6 most watched video in the world of any kind on YouTube for a whole month. And it changed my career, and it has implications in life. We'd like to play for you. The United Airlines on my way to Nebraska. The plane fired in Halifax, connecting Chicago nowhere. Well, on the ground, the passengers sit from the seat behind me. My God, I'm throwing guitars out there. The band and I exchanged a look, best described as terror. And the action on the tarmac, and knowing whose projectiles these would be. And so before I left Chicago, I alerted 3 employees who showed complete indifference towards me. Your life was just ending. I should have gone with someone else and gone by far. 'Cause United breaks hearts. When we landed in Nebraska, I confirmed what I suspected. did. My tailor is the victim of a vicious act of malice. And so we can't hear no second. Oh, pass the buck, don't ask me, and I'm sorry, sir, we're playing nowhere. So all the airlines people from New York to New Delhi, including kind Sir Wing, who says the final word from her is no. I heard all your excuses, and I chased your wild voices, and it's attitude of yours I say must go. Here we go! Your life is dead. I should have known that someone else gone my car. 'Cause United breaks my heart. Well, I won't say that I'll never lie with you again, baby. To save the world like Maxwell, that's all likely to happen. And I wouldn't break my luggage. Just go and break it in 2,000 pieces, just like you broke my heart. When United breaks your heart. One more time, everybody, come on, sing it with us. United, united, you broke my tailor's heart. United, united. Your life is just dead. I should have known that someone else had gone by car. 'Cause United